Good morning. We wanted to get up and share on behalf of the college ministry team, college age ministry team, which we'll show in a second. For one, just the growing number of college age students that we have. We just had one college student graduate this year, but we have 10 kids who graduate from high school. So kind of that's where we're heading in terms of just the shift of our students. And so this is a list. I think there's 27, starting this fall, 27 college students that are Grace Community members. So it's become a pretty big part of our demographic here at Grace Community. So last year we did some ministry with other churches in the summer, just trying to encourage the discipleship of our college students. And this year, this spring, we formed a college ministry team, and it's listed here, the next slide, I think. So there's the team members, some of whom are up here, and very importantly, college students are on that team. We've met with college students this spring to try to figure out how can we encourage your growth in Jesus during these years as a church. Most of our college students go away and are back in the summer or back at different times on break. And so one of the things we came up with was sort of a team and a goal, and we wanted to kind of get an update here this morning and also as a way to pray for our college students, many of whom are back this summer. So here's our goal for this ministry, this college age ministry. And we say college age on purpose. All of our students at this point are in college, but though it's obviously true that often a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds go right into the workforce, don't go to college, and so it's broader than that. But this is our desire for that sort of age span and that this segment of our church, to walk along college-age students and to encourage their continued discipleship so that by the end of this season of life, they are following Jesus more closely and more connected to his church than before. Like, these are crucial years. We want 100% of our students who are raised in this church to be more in love with Jesus and more connected to his church than they are when they leave at age 18. And anybody who has raised kids that way or knows anything about college ministry in that age and this particular culture, that's not a foregone conclusion. And so we've put a team together that includes college students to pray towards that end and to work towards that end. And so Garrett's going to share a little bit about what our team has been doing and is doing this summer and in the future.
Yeah, thanks, Clint. So I want to give you a brief picture of what the college-age ministry team is doing right now to work towards that goal of helping our students transition from student ministry, which is highly programmatic, highly structured, and also very narrowly focused on their demographic, and helping them kind of transition into the broader church and the way they engage as adults in their church. And one thing we're doing actually today, right after the service, after the meeting, in fact, is that we are having summer lunches for our college students. So over the 10 or so weeks of the summer, we're having weekly lunches at the ministry house, free food after church, where we share a meal, where we get to know one another, and we also share our experiences during this college age time. And we hear a brief encouragement grounded in the scripture that's really applicable to the college age time. They're about an hour long, and any college student in our church and in the community is welcome to join. And also, once or twice over the summer, we're actually going to gather with a couple other PCA churches in the greater Richmond area and go to a night of worship and song for college-age students as well. And these lunches, probably most importantly, are in support of this year-long mentoring ministry that we have with our college students, as they're a touch point between not only college students and each other, but also college students and these mentors that we've gotten. And the way that mentoring our college-age students works is that we have a member of GCPC who comes alongside of our college students to connect regularly with them, to pray, and to help guide them in their faith during their college years. And every student who's a member of GCPC, so every student who you saw on those slides earlier, actually has been assigned a mentor from within our church to connect with them and encourage them, especially in person over their breaks from college. And we believe that this mentoring relationship is actually a very organic relationship too, that in many cases there are these like ongoing relationships. And even for many of our upperclassmen who were in college before this ministry was developed, they actually had organic relationships with morning group leaders, with other adults who've invested with them over their lives, who've continued that relationship as they've gone off to college. And one such person who's done a great job of this is actually Reed Jacobs. I'm just going to ask him one question about that. So Reed, why are you up here on the stage with us today?
Because Clint made me come up here. No, actually, guys, Luke Jasinski and I were together in the Monday morning Bible study. So as he went off to college, it just became natural that we would continue to stay in touch with each other. The one thing I would say is mentoring college students takes consistency and it takes patience, because a lot of times when you reach out to college, they don't get back to you as quickly as you think they would. Or, I texted Luke 3 weeks ago and I got a message yesterday. So the messages are still coming and we reach out to one another. It's been great advice and it's been a pleasure to do it. But I guess we started that 3.5 years ago, so.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing that. So now I guess we can invite Tyler to come back up and pray for this ministry.
Yeah, I just would say, as we do, we do want prayer, and this is something that we see as obviously a big direction that we're going into in the life of the church in the next few years. And it's not as if those who already went to school, which is mostly my kids and other kids, were not cared for in this church, but this is just we're recognizing, put a lot of resources and time into this thing. So we ask for prayer and just ideas, and for college students to have those same ideas and share them.
Just one thing to say, guys, it has been very rewarding. Luke and I, and Joellen, because she's with us a lot of the times, we've had a chance to really kind of expand our relationship. And as our children get into the adulting stage of life, parents are great, but they also want to have other resources around them. And so to have a faith-based relationship allows them to grow and ask questions that when mom and dad ask it, they kind of, whatever, mom and dad. But when I ask it, I get a little bit better answer. So I think that you guys, if you get the chance to mentor, it'll be rewarding not only for you, but for the kids, but also for you. So I hope you guys will take advantage of it.
If everybody would pray with me. Dear God, we just come before you this morning and lift up these very special members of the congregation that are in college. And even though, right now in their season of life, we may not see them very often, that they are still in our hearts and our minds and our plans, Lord. And that, we thank you for the wisdom and the guidance that you've given the leaders of our church to continue to keep these college students involved in our church, and to have a place when they come back home to feel like they are welcome, Lord. And that when we celebrate their graduation from high school and this new chapter in life, that we aren't saying goodbye, we're just celebrating another chapter in their life as they continue a relationship with our church and with you wherever they are, Lord. We ask that you just continue to put a hand on our leadership team, on these college students, that college can often be a place of exploration, trying to find yourself, Lord, and that we are reminded that we ultimately find ourselves in you, Lord, and we ask that you just continue to lead everyone back to that conclusion and that wisdom. And we just ask you bless all the work that goes into planning and preparing the time with the college students and the continued communication with them when they're back on their campuses. And we pray all these things in your son's name. Amen.